Imagine a world without art, without strategy, without dreams. Earth was such a place for millions of years, a realm dominated by instinct and survival. But then, something extraordinary happened, a cognitive revolution. What if we told you this moment in evolution, this leap in abstract thinking, paved the way for everything we know today? It all began with a species that could do far more than survive. Homo sapiens. Sapiens, our direct ancestors, were the first humans capable of looking beyond the present moment. They could envision the future, question their existence, and create meaning in the world around them. Their story is not just the tale of physical evolution, but the emergence of the human mind itself. To understand Homo sapiens sapiens, we must first trace the evolutionary milestones that led to this cognitive breakthrough. It began over 3 million years ago with Australopithecus afarensis, a bipedal ancestor that roamed the African savannas. From there, the baton passed to Homo habilis, the first toolmakers. Homo habilis began shaping their environment with simple stone tools. These early tools marked the dawn of human ingenuity, a spark that would evolve over millennia. By the time of Homo erectus, this ingenuity had leaped forward. Stone axes and tools discovered in Africa bore striking similarities to those found later in Europe and Asia. Such patterns weren't coincidences. They hinted at shared knowledge and the transmission of ideas across regions. This ability to share and replicate craftsmanship signaled the early development of abstract thinking. Within Homo erectus settlements, archaeologists uncovered areas dedicated to toolmaking, almost like prehistoric workshops. These weren't random clusters. They showed intentionality, planning, and the emergence of a unified methodology. Scientists suggest the evolution of the human mind can be divided into 3 cognitive phases. The first, episodic thinking, characterized early hominins like Homo habilis. These individuals reacted to their environment based on immediate needs: fight, flee, or forage. The second phase, mimetic thinking, emerged with Homo erectus. Mimesis involves gestures, sounds, and imitation. This new form of communication allowed for the transfer of knowledge and the forming of social bonds. For the first time, humans weren't isolated. They began to collaborate, teach, and form rudimentary communities. But the real game-changer came with Homo sapiens sapiens. Enter the era of abstract thinking, a cognitive leap that transcended survival. Abstract thinking allows humans to imagine concepts, plan for the future, and explore ideas without immediate practical application. How do we know early Homo sapiens sapiens thought abstractly? The evidence is everywhere. Around 100,000 years ago, they began crafting tools not just for utility, but for efficiency and specialization. Tools were made to perform specific tasks, such as fishing, hunting, or sewing, indicating foresight and planning. Art is another hallmark of abstract thinking. At sites like Blombos Cave in South Africa, researchers have discovered engraved ochre and shell beads dating back 75,000 years. These weren't just decorations. They were symbols of identity, communication, and culture. The first symbols. Early humans used symbols to represent ideas, such as tally marks on bones that may have tracked time or lunar cycles. This was the beginning of written communication. Cultural explosion. Around 40,000 years ago, during what's known as the Upper Paleolithic Revolution, Homo sapiens sapiens began creating cave paintings, carvings, and even musical instruments like flutes. These creations were expressions of imagination and identity. Strategic hunting. Unlike their predecessors, Homo sapiens sapiens used elaborate strategies for hunting, including driving animals into traps. This required coordination, planning, and advanced cognitive skills. Abstract thinking didn't just help humans survive. It allowed them to shape their environment. Early Homo sapiens sapiens built structured shelters, developed farming techniques, and formed trade networks. They no longer adapted to their surroundings. They adapted their surroundings to suit their needs. But this new way of thinking wasn't limited to the physical world. It extended to the symbolic and spiritual. Humans began to question their purpose, develop rituals, and envision an afterlife. Burial sites with grave goods, tools, ornaments, and even flowers indicate a belief in something beyond the material world. Abstract thinking laid the foundation for everything we see today. It's the reason we can design skyscrapers, write poetry, and explore the cosmos. It allowed humans to transcend their biological limitations, creating technologies and societies that continue to evolve. From the first spark of fire to the modern digital age, the ability to think abstractly has set Homo sapiens sapiens apart. It's a skill we use every day, whether we're solving problems, imagining futures, or connecting with others through shared ideas. The journey of Homo sapiens sapiens is far from over. Our capacity for abstract thought continues to evolve, pushing the boundaries of what's possible. From art to artificial intelligence, we are the thinkers, dreamers, and innovators of the universe. The story of human evolution isn't just about biology. It's about ideas. It's about a species that dared to dream, to question, and to create. Homo sapiens sapiens reminds us that our greatest tool isn't something we hold, it's the mind itself. So as we look to the future, remember that the evolution of thought isn't just a thing of the past. It's happening now, in every idea, every creation, and every connection we make. Stay curious, stay inspired, and let's keep exploring the incredible story of human evolution together. Subscribe, comment, and like for more journeys into our ancient past.